welcome back to the Peppers and Glow podcast. My name is Pamela and I'm your host. Today's episode is extra special to me. Today it's just not about the conversation. We're gonna take a trip down memory lane because I have my first friend ever in studio. It's somebody that has been in my life since my childhood. Before we started this, she literally told me something. Yeah, she was like, I'm gonna tell them. She was like, Ben, I asked her a question, like, I lost my dad when I was very young. So I asked her, like, what was the thing?
No, you said something and you said I didn't know your dad.
I was like, you don't know my dad? She's like, Ben, if I don't know your dad, that means you don't know your dad. Meaning she's been there all my life. I have something to read because if I don't read, I won't say it right. Yeah. Over the years, I've watched her grow into an incredible woman, balancing career and the corporate world. Yeah. And being a dedicated mother, pursuing her studies, I love the woman that she's becoming, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet her. Yeah. Let me admit this. This conversation was sparked by a lady named Charlotte. Yeah, hi Charlotte. Charlotte, every time she meets me, she's always telling me, people wants to know a little bit more about you. And I thought to myself, how can I best let you in? For you guys to get to know me because I've done a get to know me video. I think it was the first or second video that I've uploaded. So through this conversation, I want you, the audience, the listeners, to get to know a little bit more about me. Yeah. So it's not gonna be through my words. We're gonna have a conversation with somebody that has known me since childhood. Together, we'll share stories, we'll laugh at memories because whenever we're together, laughter. So we're gonna reflect on friendship and how we have grown into the people that we are today. Yeah, so grab a cup of tea, join us into this conversation because you are in for a treat. Yeah, so it's one of those conversations where I brought in my friend, but it's not about friendship, telling you what to do and what not to do. So today, I have got my friend in studio. Her name is Justine. So, I'm even surprised I'm calling her Justine, but I am gonna call her Justine on this episode. Thank you so much for joining me and having this conversation with me. Or should I say going down memory lane?
This is a great pleasure, Pamela. You have no idea.
So Justine, would you please give a short introduction about yourself so that the listeners and the viewers can get to know my friend, my first friend ever?
All right. So my name is Justine, like she said. I work for an institution.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently pursuing my master's, which I've partially placed on hold because newly mother again. So excited. Anyways, and basically that's my life. And besides school work, it's motherhood. Oh, I love to cook. I love to cook. My plans and just spending time with family and a few loved ones, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like today, I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Yay! So before we get into the conversation or we go down through memory lane, I have a few icebreaker questions.
All right.
Yeah? My first question would be, are you a coffee or a tea person?
Tea.
Why tea?
I actually feel lightheaded every time I take coffee. Like, I feel it's heavy for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I do not take it. Occasionally, yes, but preferably tea.
Okay.
Rooibos tea, to be specific. I'm an oldie, but a goodie like that. Yeah.
Okay, second question. Are you more on TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok. That was easy.
Yeah. Why TikTok?
Because TikTok is more engaging and I find it so hilarious compared to Instagram. Instagram, it's more of the lifestyle, and TikTok is more natural, it's flowing, it's like authentic.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of it, I guess.
I love me some TikTok. So, what's your dream career and why?
Public relations. That's like the end goal for me, right? Personally, because I'm a speaker, I love to speak. Not that I'm excellent at it yet, but I'll master that. And I like to engage with people.
Yeah.
Right? So that's one of the things that I feel will not take me out of my character or my personality. It helps me just go with the flow. So it's career plus personality, just
I love it. And I know you'll thrive at it because you are a people's person.
also.
Yeah, I know. No, please, you
My
are.
daughter was shocked to see me do that the other day, but I'm just like, yes.
No, you are.
Mm.
Like, I love how you bring people together, or just you're one of those people who just you're a people's person.
I don't know how I do that, but honestly, sometimes I shock myself. But
Yeah.
I guess it's probably
Just
an inborn thing.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for it, anyways.
So my last icebreaker question would be, what's your favorite all-time movie, and why?
Oh, The Devil's Wear Prada. I was even just thinking about it the other day. I just like how I love clothes. I love clothes. And I like Miranda's character on how she's so bossy and she always keeps a straight face. And then she notices a nobody girl that gets into her office and then suddenly started picking up on fashion, and she would look at her like, when she picks up, because she gets a style. And I love that. It's very, and it's a corporate world for women. So it's actually one of my favorite all-time movies.
Love that. Love that. I don't think I've watched the movie.
I think they're busy shooting The Devil's Wear Prada Part 2. Yes. And I think they're trying to still use the same characters, so I'm really looking forward to it. Maybe we should watch it one day.
Please.
Yeah.
Please do invite me so I can go watch it. We should go watch it
We
together.
certainly will.
Okay, so now let's go into the actual conversation. Who should start? So here's the thing, yeah? I have a few questions, and then she also has a few questions. I don't know what she has for me. She also doesn't know the questions I have for her, so we're gonna ask each other questions. Yeah? So who's gonna start?
You can start.
Okay. So that we just get it out of the way, yeah? This one, yeah? Who was the bigger troublemaker between us growing up?
That's obvious. Okay, I think growing up, you were not a speaker, right? But you would box very fast. So it was always the two of us, and I was the big mouth, and you were the action. So I think that's how we complemented each other. But yeah, that was easy actually.
So who was the troublemaker?
In a way I was. Because I was the big mouth. Now you had to cover up.
I feel like you know that, what do you call that? The grass.
Groen grass.
Like when you...
The grass must dance.
You even had a name for it. Orchidea
Kotoba. Yes.
Like
That was a series.
Yes, it was.
Growing up, yeah.
I think the lady used to fight. So why did we name
Yes,
So
yes.
after school, especially Fridays. Yeah.
That was
I just
good.
had to get that out of the way. So what's your next question?
Alright. Mine is actually very light. So my first question is, do you remember the first time we met? Which obviously I know you don't. And what stood out about our meet cute, or rather our childhood?
I don't know how to say this, but there's a picture. I don't know if it's something that I still remember because I have a terrible memory. But I remember a picture. I think we were playing swimming, something with water, and then you're wearing like a black swimming costume with a pink something with polka dots or something. That's the first thing I remember about you. But if we were to move somewhere in the front, one of the earliest memories I have of us is I remember, do you remember Tombi? Brota skates. The pink and the white
Pink and the white one.
I don't know, did you have the pink one and
I
the
had
white one? Oh.
I had a pink one, I think.
Yeah, but I know there was a pink and a white.
Yes.
So we
Hey
can do the
Mama.
Hey Mama skate.
No, it's very fresh in my mind as well. I remember that.
And I'm like, what were we thinking? But at the same time, it was fun.
Do you know what would have been nice? I have pictures of us.
Wearing those skates?
No, not in those kids, but I remember, I think it was Lapaka's confirmation, right? And the two of us decided to wear similar clothes. So we had these denim skirts, they were like massively long. And then we had, it's not green cross, but it's like a replica of the green cross, but the sole was so thick. And even our tops were so similar, but we were happy and slaying. We were thriving.
I remember the black tops. There is the picture. We should please show them the pictures.
So I think I need to send you pictures and then maybe you can just mix it in. In betweens.
I remember.
Yeah.
I do. Oh my word.
Actually, that's like I can still see that.
Yes. In the backyard where it was like where we took the picture because it was a
grandfather's old car. You remember the
Yes.
Nissan Bucky, the white one? I think we stood there. I'll send you pictures.
Oh, interesting. Wait, another memory I would also want to share is I don't know why we did this, Justine. We would go from school. Okay, if we didn't have practice because we were both in what?
We played netball.
You played netball, and I also was in athletics. Yeah?
Yes.
So if we didn't have sports or anything, I don't know why we would go around to in our school uniforms. What was up with the school uniforms? Why didn't we pack extra clothing then go around? Because we would be in school.
Because then the
uniform.
parents would know we're not coming home.
Because we would go like all around Tsumeb, like we knew Tsumeb like at the back.
Speaking about that, it clearly takes me back to you took me back to two things in my mind right now. The first one is we always went to SOS. Shamelessly, we did not know. It's for less privileged children. We thought they were rich and thriving. I remember Auntie Sarah. So we always went there and then we'll have banana bread. She would give us diddles, what diddles or diddle, whatever that is. Fruits will always come back with like plenty of things, and that's how our parents would always know we went to SOS. And then we get hidings. So on our way back home, remember we'd pass by the church and put a stone under the tongue and throw one over the roof, and then we'd pray not to get into trouble.
But
there was one
meetings.
We never missed it. That was one. The second one, remember the playground down currently where the cemetery is now, at the airport side. There was a playground. We have a playground just there in our street.
Yes, literally.
But we went to the airport.
Were we wearing our school uniforms?
Not even, sometimes we didn't even wear our uniforms, right? But that's where we used to go play. And then we always had to make sure that we get back home before 6 o'clock because of Unokandoko. Okandoko is a hill in only at Tsumeb, which only some people from Tsumeb would understand. It's a hill that apparently appeared from God knows where, and it would chase you. So every time before dawn, we would run and back to the location before the Kandoko comes out. I don't know what that was, but yes. So this is one of the two memories. We often used to go there with uniforms.
Yeah.
Remember that time we went to Grace's house?
That's what I'm thinking.
And we even went to go eat at her house.
Exactly.
Our parents would have killed us that day, but we did.
Where's Grace, by the way?
I have no idea.
Nee. I don't even think I would remember.
She still looks the same.
Nee.
Okay, from the last time I've seen her, she still looks very much the same.
Okay, my next question.
Yeah.
If you had to describe me as a kid in 3 words, what would they be?
Fun.
Why is I fun?
Of course, why do you think I was always around you? That's because
I'm box to people.
No, you were so much fun. Do you remember we walked? I don't know why we used to walk around so much, but we would walk and we would stand behind people and we would say hey, and we would broke into laughter for no reason. It was fun to us then. I mean, it made us laugh. We were never sad or angry babies.
Yeah.
That was one. And then two, we were like, you know, that Bonnie and Clyde. It was like, there's no Pamela, let me use the right name. There's no Tofi and no Ngeki.
Yeah.
It was always in that pair, Ngeki and Tofi, we were always together. So we were like always united, right? Oh, and then there's the mischievous side. You're like this angry girl. Remember the Powerpuff Girls? And then I wanted to be Baraka because I loved green. And you wanted to be Bubbles because you loved blue.
Yeah.
But now the characters were upside down. So Rosa is like, Coco is like, you are Bubbles because, no. But yes, but those are one of the 3 things I would say it stands out for me when you.
So it's fun.
unity, solidarity, and mischievous. You're very naughty. Sorry.
I was.
Oh, I'm glad you know.
No, I was.
Bully.
The way I would bully kids.
But
in
we were
school.
equally bullies.
Wait, but the nice thing about you is that you know how to bring the people
Consolidate,
together.
yeah.
Yes. And for me, I'm like, but the stubbornness is all.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes. So what's your next question?
So, my next question is, how do you define friendship? And what are the values to friendship that you treasure the most?
How I define friendship. A friend for me now is somebody I can just be myself with. Without the fear of being judged, or just if I want to laugh, I just want to laugh. Even if it's something is not funny, but the other person will probably just get what I'm trying to say or get why I'm laughing. Because sometimes people can misinterpret things, Friendship, what do I value in a friend? Loyalty. I say loyalty because I'm that type of girl. If you are my friend, you are my friend. When I love hard.
Deep.
I can't be deep. I can't shallow love. When you are my friend, you are my friend. That's why I think it takes me quite a while to make friends, because I don't know how to do shallow. I just,
A love with no condition.
Yes, I think that's it. I have loyalty, authenticness. How do I put it?
Authenticity.
Authentic, yes, that word. I don't know.
I was having a conversation the other day with somebody, but then I was telling them specifically about a certain friend of mine, and I was actually amazed by his response, because his response was, when you define somebody as a friend, right? You love them with no condition. And I said, what do you mean, right? It's a love beyond whatever they do.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Whatever their character is. So, say now, for instance, you have a friend that has become an alcoholic, but this person is true and authentic to you. They are still your friends.
Yeah.
You don't say, she is my friend, but she's an alcoholic.
Yeah.
You stick to she's my friend.
And stop there.
Yes, and I was just like, wow.
Being a friend that you are able to tell them the truth, but they won't misunderstand you.
It's being open.
Yeah.
That's, Pamela, over the years, I like that you said what you define friendship to be as now, right? Because now that clearly states that it's from your involvement from when you were a child, because obviously your values in friendship when you were a kid, I promise you, you must be able to walk around in 10 kilometers around the whole Tsumeb, and I would probably be the first one to pass it.
Yes.
Right? But now you look at deeper meaning, because it takes a lot.
Yeah.
Some people are living and they are living in so much distress, right? And sometimes you need somebody to be graceful towards you.
Yeah.
You need somebody to be constantly kind towards you. But in the same way, you need to reciprocate the same. Do you understand? And today specifically, I had a fallout with one of my friends. But then what amazed me is I sat back today, and it's been a while we haven't spoken. And I sent her a message today, and I'm like, I miss you so much, right? And I'm like, I miss you so much, not because of only the laughter we've shared, but of the person that you are. Because now you realize that there's so much value you can actually take out of this person, and you actually appreciate their friendship towards you more. And she was just like, I am so glad you are a bigger person in this. Because there are certain friendships you are not willing to lose.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
True.
And for me, it's a thing of, the one thing I like about, for instance, let me move away from the one thing I like about you and I, years can go by without seeing each other.
Yeah.
But we see each other 6 years from now, and it's exactly the
The
same.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It feels like coming back home all the time. And home is like a sacred and safe place. Do you understand?
Yeah, true.
And to me, that is how friendship is supposed to be. Like an open place.
Yeah.
You know?
Love that.
A place of love, of laughter, authenticity, rawness. You know that the rawness where you just, you know, the conversation we had before shooting this, that deep without feeling judged.
Yes.
That for me is deep friendship. I don't have to spend with you every day and take pictures and post them daily.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, months could even pass by without talking to each other, but when we come together, it's like,
It's the same.
months what? Was it been few minutes or seconds? I love that, and I love that about our friendship. Like literally, we've been in each other's lives for like, I don't know,
Unfiltered.
I remember, and I love that so much.
Yeah,
I just know, Keke has got my back, and I've got her back as well.
Like, you know, it's so easy. It's very easy to say, for example, I'm getting married.
Yeah. Wow, please.
It's for me. It goes without saying. Getting married, I have a wedding planner. Of course, you're not gonna do it for free. You know, I'm still gonna pay you. But fact is, I know you'll be like, she's getting married. She has told me in advance. I need to avail myself.
There's no way I would miss your
Do you understand?
Literally.
It's like you just know this person is there. Probably if you're asking Gekinda penny, I'll probably go with my small baby on my one poop.
Oh, love that. Who's asking the next question? You or me? You?
No, I did. I asked the value of friendship.
So my next question would be, what's the one thing about me that hasn't changed since childhood?
That's also very easy. Goodness. That's very easy. I don't know if you're like that with everybody else, but the one thing I love about you is every time we get together, laughter.
Laughter.
It's a give and take. Like it's always there. Like
but
we see the simplest thing, we look at each other and gone. Like it's amazing. That's one thing I feel still the same.
It reminded me of when we used to walk, especially that pavement, the one from Opawa going, and would walk behind people and be like, hello, hey.
Then we broke into laughter. Right.
And also right, because
sometimes you never know if they're gonna beat you or not.
I'm like, why?
But it's amazing. I don't know if are you like that with other people as well?
It depends. It really, really, really depends, because it depends on who the person is. Because even now at church, the other time they were asking, people were asking my friend, she was telling me, people went to her and asked her, like, do you have like normal conversations with Pamela? Like, does she speak and you answer, or does she literally, because they were just wondering why, they were wondering the type of friendship that we have, if we because I seem to be more like
reserved. They don't get to experience
this Pam, because I don't know, that's why I say when I love deep.
Yeah.
So I must really make sure that we are cool.
For you to be yourself.
For me to be like, just...
You know what was amazing when we were growing up? Now that time we've parted high schools. You've gone to one school, I've gone to the other. And it was now straight from high school, and then we've matriculated and everything. And then it was a thing of you instantly, not long after that, you gave your life to God, right? And after people experiencing you, after the whole matric thing, and then they started seeing you, and they're like, I saw Tofi, I saw Pamela the other day, she's changed a lot. And I'm just like, yeah, but in my head, I'm like, she's the same, right? But now I got to understand what they meant, because now to them, you are no longer open. You're no longer like an open book to them. Do you understand? You were more reserved. So they could not like get into, to tap into you, to know exactly the type of person you are.
Yeah.
And you are no longer this naughty girl. You are not a bully any longer. You are more kinder. You are softer. You know? Because, I mean, life for you when we parted ways, I think you needed that. I low-key think you needed that. You just started being an amazing person. I remember, I think you were even a head girl or something.
You know, I was a junior counsel.
Yes, you were part of junior girls. You were a thriving girl. You were thriving. Oof, girl. I think I was trouble in your life. I'm kidding. But no, you actually, you changed your life for the best.
Yeah.
There is no way anybody would have ever thought from your prime time you would have been what you are today. But you are amazing.
I was such a bully, Chef. I was.
Speaking about bullying, let me remind you something that I never ever forget. So, this one time, we're coming from school and we were walking through the donkey flack, right? So it was Epseline, you and I. You and Epseline were sprinters.
Yeah.
You both did athletics. I just played netball on the other hand. I was not a runner, right?
I can see where this is going.
And I clearly remember, I don't know what we did, but there were street kids. I don't know what we did to these kids, but they started chasing us. You were flying, Epseline is flying, and I was like, first from the back, right? And for some reason, I caught up with Epso at a very short pace. I pulled her bag, and I pulled her backwards, and I ran, and I left it, and you were just like, don't look at me, We took off. God knows what happened to Epso, but that was not our problem. We took off, we went home, and she didn't like us very much after. But yeah, bullying is not good. No, really, I remember that clearly. But oof, yeah.
Did you come to school?
Oh, she did. But I think she even came with her dad. I think she had, guys, yeah. But I think she did come with her dad. And for some reason, we never had to call our parents because we were the troublemakers.
No.
And our hood then was from our school.
Yeah.
And they were older than us. So nobody could pick on us, you understand? But yeah.
Only a few people can get it up like this. Oh, it's how is Epseline, by the way?
She's doing so good. She's the most handsome baby boy.
Oh, I think you have to ask the next question.
Ooh, I've been looking forward to this one. Okay, I need to know what keeps you grounded and committed to your spiritual journey.
What keeps me grounded? I think it's just I don't want to go back to where I came from. I don't ever want to go back to that place.
Oh, that's powerful.
I don't like. There's nothing worse. No, Justine. Justine is nothing worse with being the person that I was. Just troubled, angry. I was going through the most, man. So even when you say I changed, when I went to high school, I know, like there was a complete turn or twist when I went to high school. I became this quiet, reserved person. I don't know where it came from. Imagine coming from a bully in primary school, then in high school. I really remember once, Trinidad is a very small town. So my two principals, Mr. Kanji and Mr. Shilongo, they were both standing together. And I think I walked past, they were at my high school. Then I walked past by, and then Mr. Shilongo was like, is she still like naughty and stuff? Mr. Kanji is like, naughty? Where? Like, who are you talking about? And then I could hear that because I was LRC, right? So we're standing, the people were coming in. So I'm like, I'm here, I'm still here, but I heard the conversation. I was like, I know, because, and with that, coming from that quiet and reserved, I just became quiet. Then coming to varsity, I think after matriculating and we came to Vintage, then I gave my life to God and I was like, okay. Even better. I don't ever want to go back to that place. I can't say I was depressed because I wasn't depressed, but I was very angry, I was lonely, I was sad. And I would always ask, what am I? Why was I born? Why was I created? And there was a time, I lost my dad at a very young age. So I was like, how come I don't have a dad? Everybody else has a dad. And sometimes I would even go to the cemetery and just sit there. There was even a time I wanted to run away from home, to just go live at the cemetery. Imagine How I don't know. And then I'm so angry at people in my life. But after coming to God, that keeps me grounded because I'm like, I don't want to go back to that place. So I've got to hold on to God.
You've got to fight for your life.
Yes, because that place, I don't ever want it upon my life nor anybody else's life. So that keeps me grounded. What was the other question?
It's basically the same, grounded and committed.
That I don't ever want to go back to that. I don't even want it upon anybody. Because here, oh, they're so nice. Oh, life is sweet. Not easy. It's a roller coaster, and I will not trade it for anything.
Nothing comes easy.
Yeah.
Nothing worthwhile comes easy.
I will not trade it for anything.
Speaking about spiritual life, you remember when we were, I think we were grade 5 or 6, we used to go to Good News Club.
Good News Club.
We went to Good News Club. First, what motivated us was the sweets we got.
100%.
We got on Fridays. It was a Friday.
Every second Friday.
Yeah. So I think the more you attend,
Yes.
the more sweeties you get.
Yes.
So we were very motivated in attending. But when you look back, it kind of contributed to you knowing a portion of the Bible and understanding it better. Because like the Bible I read from today, is the Bible I got from my brother when I was grade 5. Yeah. I don't read from any other Bible much. Like, I feel so connected to this book of mine. Like, I feel this is my weapon.
Yeah.
You understand? But then now, it's so easy for people to be reading a scripture in church, for example. And you personally, you've never really come across it by yourself. But then you would remember it from Good News Club.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, especially with Noah and all this, Abraham, most of these things we've learned from Good News Club. And I'm actually so glad we did also that part together.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, oftentimes I find myself thinking about Good News Club. Like, I'm like, wow, God, you like orchestrated this. Now I'm understanding why.
It's like all part and puzzle. What
Of
is
the
it?
bigger picture.
Yeah. Like, he knows the end game.
Yeah.
We only see where our eyes end, but he sees further than that. That was amazing, actually.
You know, I still have they used to give us a calendar, like a Jesus calendar, and then there'll be like verses to read per day, and I still have that.
Really?
Imagine that was grade 5, or was it grade 4, 5, 6, something?
That was like the early 2000s. Yeah.
Yes.
That was like
But
the
imagine
early
I still
2000s.
have that.
Wow.
I still have that.
That is amazing.
I'm like, and then some of the verses you're like, okay, now it makes sense. Like now
Yes,
it's hitting
absolutely.
harder, and you're like, okay, beautiful.
It has deeper meaning.
Yeah.
Because now you've experienced life, right? And you've learned how to hold on to certain scriptures.
100%.
Because that was like your only anchor then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aww, we come a very long way, my friend. Okay, next question. Do you listen to my podcast?
Yeah, I do.
What do you think? What do you think people should know about me that they might not get from listening to the podcast?
So what do I think people should know about you
That
that they won't pick up from?
the podcast.
Okay. I'm not sure if people know or think there's a fun side of you. They probably just think such a reserved person, such a very spiritual person, such a good wife, such a great mother, but such a fun friend. Do you understand? Yeah, no, like honestly speaking, it's like I love that you're very spiritual, right? But the one thing you do not do is that you do not instigate. Is it instigate? Or you do not, it's not instigate that I want to use, but it's like when you press onto something, like when you're pressuring anybody into anything, you know how to have fun with somebody within your character, right? But also not without their character. It's like a balanced kind of life. It's like you and I can come together, right? I probably drink alcohol and you don't, but you'll not make me feel some type of way. Do you understand? I'll not feel like I am judged but you will not get contaminated by my alcohol. at the same time, right? But you'll also not make me feel like, ooh, you're toxic. You're toxic and you're drinking alcohol and it's not godly and it's not good and You still just you go with the flow, but still keeping to yourself and not making another person uncomfortable.
But aren't we supposed to love all people, even though we don't agree with what?
Now this is something that I wish. I'm glad you're saying it on a podcast actually. Because I was gonna say I wish people can hear this, and then I just remembered we're having a podcast. This is not something that all Christians understand, right? And it's so sad because the most people that are very judgmental are Christians. Because one thing I understand is, Pamela, that a drunkard or a prostitute can come knock at the door of Christ and it will be opened.
I mean, he came for sinners.
He did not come for the righteous. Do you understand? So it puzzles me a lot when. But she was just doing that yesterday. But she's not doing it today.
I mean, you'll be surprised. Kiki, name the name.
Let's skip to that.
I think also from spiritual maturity as well, you cannot judge people. Because I tell you one thing about God, he's such a beautiful, an amazing guy, man. He doesn't really consider the number of years you've been serving him. You know? Me, I can serve God all my life, and if I just sin the last day, I'll go, you know. And somebody who has sinned all their lives, and then the last day. So, my friend.
Speaking about that, you just gave me another thought. You know how people also justify sin. For me, that's amazing. Like I laugh at it. Like it's amazing because you're more guilty of committing the sin physically. However, I am spared from it because I just thought about it. But the Bible clearly says we will be punished equally. Do you understand?
Because even, it reminds me of a verse that talks about the lust. Yeah? Even though you did not commit adultery, just because you thought about it, you have committed.
He that has committed murder and you that have thought about murdering have committed the same sin.
Sin is sin.
Sin is sin. It is.
Next question?
I think it comes from me.
Yeah.
Pam, pam, pam. You got married at a very young age. Like the other day, I think you just told me you celebrated your anniversary now. I think it's 12 years? 11? And you told someone there. What advice would you give to the young married women today? Like, okay, I am getting married. Oh, people think I'm getting married. Guys, it's not a hint. It's not a hint.
I will
please.
something.
We are just talking, guys. So, say now, for instance, as a friend, I'm getting married. What would you tell me today? Like, for my marriage to go to 11 years, because that's a blessing, girl.
Thank you.
It's a blessing that you should really take.
Thank you. For me, like I tell any other person, because I had to learn the hard way, it's do marriage your way. Just because, date night works on Thursdays for us, you should also go on date night on Thursdays.
There's no rules.
No, it's just because we go on vacations and stuff, you should also go on vacations. Maybe you are indoor people, you like being on the bed and watch movies, you're the type of person. Just do what works for you. Find what works for you and go for it.
That's amazing. That's amazing, so much so that when you try to imitate something, you're most likely to fail.
Yes.
Because then you're moving out of your character.
Yes.
Right? And it's much easier to be you.
Yeah.
Right? And it's much easier to be your authentic self, especially around your partner. Because then you're not putting on a forefront.
And you're not putting on pressure onto your partner, like, no, they're getting it right. Why are we not getting it right? Why do this? I had to learn the hard way, for example. Like, when you're newly married, people are giving you advice, And I was like, yeah, I remember, let me give you an example. My husband had a friend, and there was somebody who was, how can I say, they had been married for longer. And they're like, oh, why is your husband hanging out with non-married people, and stuff like that, right? And I'll go to my, yeah, you must hang out with married people, You know, the immature in me was like, yes, you should hang out with married people. It's good,
Because the mindset will be the
Same, And then I was like, you know what? Later, I was like, you know what, Pam? So what if he wants to hang out with these? Those are the people he feels comfortable around. So why should I put pressure on him, trying to change him into somebody that he's not?
Yeah.
So just those little things that, like, what people, and also be careful with what people ask, because you get advice. That's why I say, do what works for the both of you. If you both like soccer, my friend, instead of going for a date night, I'm not saying date night is not important. Both enjoy soccer. Stay home. If you want to go, what soccer?
But date night doesn't necessarily mean at a restaurant.
Yes, 100%.
It can be a football game.
True.
At the soccer field.
True.
It's also a date for you guys.
100%. Do what works for you. Get to know one another. Find a common ground, and take it from there. Don't try to keep up with the Jonases.
Oh, that is good. That is so good. You know, I like to push my partner, right? And I would always get this, you guys have been dating for a while now. Why do you still cover his face? I laugh at it so much because I don't cover his face because I don't want the world to see him.
Yeah.
He doesn't like pictures. He doesn't like being out there, right? So, in the same time, I try to still respect him. As much as I want to do it, I still try to respect his wishes, not to cross it over.
Yeah.
So, he knows I deliberately take pictures of him and it's just his side. And people will be like, we can take the eye and the ear and put it together and make a face. I'm like, kudos. If you're so curious, do that, you know.
More work for you.
But I, like you said, it's about respecting each other's boundaries as well.
Yeah.
Right? If somebody doesn't like something, and just because society is doing it or because you like it, it doesn't mean that you must overshadow his wishes to please yours.
Yeah. Because then he will then try to be somebody that he's not.
Exactly.
And that can cause friction in the relationship. And the person won't feel themselves, won't feel comfortable. Just be like, she goes again with the pictures. I love taking pictures.
Oh, I say it's for memories.
True.
Yeah.
So my next question would be, what's a moment in our friendship that you feel shaped who we are today?
I thought you said we're not asking each other difficult questions.
Is that difficult?
Yeah. Because now I have to think. Say that again. What shaped our friendship today?
At what moment in our friendship that you felt that it shaped the people that we are today? I mean, we've come a very long way. Childhood. We went to the same kindergarten, literally in the same class.
We breathed in the same air, basically.
We went to the same primary school. We're literally neighbors, like just over the fence. You know, since you have a very sharp memory.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to go like down, like think deeper into it. Okay, but let me speak of something that is actually not related to your question, but it's something I actually honestly want to say. I remember the time I was downhill in life, deep down, down under the tires, right? Life had just, I have hit rock bottoms, if that's what you call it today. And I remember I was part of a church, Universal Church, right? And I think you had just came from Windhoek or something to visit at home. And we went to our usual church together. And then I was like, no, after the offering, we have to leave. And you're like, where are we going? I'm like, no, we're going to another church. You're like, what church? I'm like, no, I go to Universal Church. And then you're like, oh, okay. And then I took you there. I was amazed, Pamela, till today, that was the beginning of your journey, right? Like, you went there, you found your purpose right there. Don't ask me what happened to me, right?
No,
but
we're not going to talk about it.
Yes.
Unless you are comfortable.
You went there, you found your purpose, and you stayed. And it has done amazing things for you. that I actually just wanted to put it out there and to say that was amazing, that was beautiful.
Thank you. I
At
don't
a
know
very
if
young age, you knew that
it's not that
this
I
is the
knew.
journey you needed.
I wouldn't say I knew. It's just that I kind of knew that I just needed to stay to, I don't know, that's just something. And I don't know if I ever thanked you enough, if I could ever thank you enough. Like, cause, like, how do you just, I remember we were at church, in church, and you're like, no, let's go to another church. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay, let's go. You know, I was like, I'm thankful. That's a very beautiful answer, actually. It answered my question.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because it has shaped me in a way. I don't know about you, but I think it also plays a role because you were used by God that day. I don't think you, that's like, I can never thank you enough. Because for just allowing yourself to be used by God. Because look at me today. No, take away the material things, just the person that I am inside, the person that I've become or I'm becoming. The person that I'm becoming, I'm like, I would not trade it for anything. I'm like, God, you knew, and you knew you had to use her.
You know what's
people.
amazing is that, what's amazing for me is that I've learned to understand that God can use a person. Like your purpose, your sole purpose is to take this person to their gate.
Yeah.
And life will turn around for them. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, to be very honest, like you're saying it, I'm glad he did that.
Aww.
Like, with all honesty, there is another certain person that says the same thing. I don't know why it happens to me, but I guess it has to happen to somebody. The little I've learned and picked up from Universal Church, right? I remember we sat under the tree in my street, né? And I would narrate to this person because she never went to such a church. So much so that she hanged with a certain group of friends, and she moved away from her friends, and then she was just hanging with me. And her father is just like, oh, bad choice, because she has a child and she's gonna influence parents, but we can't blame them, they don't know any better. And suddenly her life just changed. She was no longer the rebellious or other girl, she was a better version of the girl. And then suddenly she's married, family and kids, and her father is just like, oh wow, this. But then she's just like, you penetrated to me through the Bible. But I promise you, Pamela, had you asked me then, what was I doing? I would tell you, I don't know. Only after, right?
Aww.
Yes, but it's the same as, I've never really spoken about this, especially on the podcast. But every time I think of Tommy, right? At times I used to beat myself up, like, had she not escorted me to Tsumeb, she would probably not have been in an accident. And she would probably still be alive. Do you understand? So it used to cross my mind a lot. But what is amazing, Pamela, is that one of Tommy's very, very last handwriting in her diary or in her journal was, God, give me strength to be strong for Nikki. Right? And later on, as I was growing, and of course, your spirituality also has growth, I got to understand that what if that was her purpose? Go on, and she has
a gateway to say,
yes,
like,
and she has lived her purpose.
I understand.
Right? That's when I have started changing my mindset. Because I promise you, at times I really, really used to blame myself, like, she would have probably been somebody today. But probably God had said that was it. Carried on from there.
Trying to cry. What's your next question?
I'm not a crier. You are.
I would cry. I'm a crybaby.
If you had the chance, is there anything in your life you would do differently today? And why?
I mean, it's yes and no, but more no, because now a lot of things are starting to make sense. Like,
Oh, I love you. Sorry, I had to say that. I love you. Your mentality. Continue.
you don't understand. There were times, that's why I said I don't want to go back to the place where I came
What
from.
you used to be.
What I used to be. Because now I understand a lot of things. A lot of things. Even this podcast, for example. I was never like, the speaker or, I would just, you would talk. You're the one to.
Yeah.
But now I'm like putting myself out there, understand like why I had to go through the things I had to go through. Just preparing me to be, I don't know what, that's what I'm still becoming. I don't know what God has in store for me, but I can kind of see.
You have a peak.
Yes, but I wouldn't change anything because now I understand everything, almost not everything because in its entirety. But I have an idea of, okay, I had to go through that because
for
of
this to come to pass. Oh.
Like the good news club that you're talking about. Like I understand, like many times I would go back like good news club. Or just things I went through, hard moments I went through. Ooh. Things I wish I would erase. Some of the things I'm even ashamed to even talk about. But I understand why I had to go through that.
Yeah.
Maybe to be an example to people, to speak about my experience, that it could help somebody. I'm just here to be used, to be a vessel. That's why I say I would not change anything.
You are actually a vessel.
Thank you. Because sometimes you don't get to see it like in the now, like you're saying.
Pamela, with what you're saying, that's why I knew where you were getting to. That's why I was like, I love you. Immediately when you said more no than yes, right? Because many times if you change yourself now, then you are no longer becoming who you are today.
Yes.
Right? Husband will go away, podcast will go away, child will go away, and you're just like, no. Do you understand? So, for me personally, I'm like you. I would look back and I was just like, I did that. I was that.
Yeah.
I used to be that.
I reacted that way.
Do you understand? But with all honesty, it's me.
Yeah.
It's the scars and everything, the cracks. It's me.
Yeah, it's you.
It's amazingly Ntume Bangeki. Right? Come to Ventuk and you are looking for Ngeki, you'll get lost.
Ne.
I'm Diku. Here I go by Dikuna. My second name there was never in existence.
Exactly. That's like when I saw the name Dikuna, I was like, where is Dikuna coming from?
It was in no existence. In Ventuk, how that came about, I don't know, but I love it.
Ne.
Right? But I equally love Ngeki.
Yeah.
Better version.
It's you.
A refined version.
Yes.
So I love your response to it, actually. That was amazing.
It's true.
Sorry. You reminded me of you being a child when you did that. Let me go back to something that just... Oh, Pamela, my God. Your grandmother was the matron to the hostel.
Yeah.
So at times, we used to get food from the hostel and then we have to bring it to your house. So we'd pass by Nomso Primary School and then we'll go to this Oscar Norwich shops.
Yes.
And you and I would sit there and open the plastics and eat the bucket. And
knowing very well that there are people at home.
We ate, and then when we were full or what kept us satisfied, we take back to your house. But trust me, we get there and we are sorted. Mind you, we would eat beetroot and it was our sellout, but we'd still eat. We get home and we are ready. Oh wow. I had to say that one, sorry.
Childhood.
It was amazing. I would do it all over with you.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Who else?
All over.
Who
It
else?
really makes sense.
Like, that's what I'm like. Because there was a time I was thinking to myself, how is it possible, like, Justine is not my best friend?
Yeah.
Yeah? Have you ever thought of it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that was obvious. Because when you think about it, Pamela, you're like, I may not know partially who she may be, what she likes now, but I know her core.
Core, yes.
You know, it's like you know the foundation of it.
Uh-huh.
And trust me, once you know the foundation, you know the roots, you know the grounds. So it's always easy to get to the fruits or to the branches or to wherever you're
True.
headed to. So that makes it, I've thought about it, trust me. But I think it's easy to overlook best friends because we look at each other and it's beyond friendship.
Yeah.
Right? You're like sisterhood. You're like...
That's what I concluded. That's what I concluded.
Yeah, like you're like, she's my sister.
Yeah.
Like it's a thing of, it's a nanikuromwera. You will not... And just life just flows after that, you know.
Oh wow, what a beautiful conversation. Indeed.
I love this.
I love it. Justine, thank you so much for just making time to come and to go down memory lane with me, and for being my best friend ever. For just being you, man. I don't know how childhood would have been like without you.
That makes sense.
God knew I needed you then,
We
man.
needed each other.
Because it was one thing when I was at home and another thing when I was with you, because it was just all laughter. That's why till today I don't know, just by looking at you or smile.
We laugh through our life basically.
100%.
Like literally, like you just laugh through everything,
Yeah.
every little thing, things that don't even make sense. It makes sense to us.
Yeah.
But it's a great pleasure, Pamela. Honestly speaking, I would do this live thing with you all over again if we needed to. Imagine right now they're just like, poof, you're becoming young again. You are 10 years old. And you know Pamela is behind you, you're just like, let's do this.
Let's do this.
It's like Jumanji going back and you're just like, Pamela, here, let's go. But it was truly amazing.
Aww, thank you.
What I loved about it is that if you think about it, it's like when you think of a graph and how we've been growing, right? So it's like from being this nauticals to growing to being married to having kids to career building to, you know, all these achievements we all achieved in our lives, and you're just like, wow. And that's how you know that God is at work.
Yeah. He's the mastermind. We are the masterpiece of his.
He's the mastermind.
Yes. English sometimes they just run away. So thank you so much. Yeah. Let me read this. Yeah. Friendship is such a gift. It's the people who walk with us in the different seasons of life that helps us shape who we are. I hope that this episode has inspired you to think about the people that has been part of your life, because they can have a great impact in your life. They can, you know, just like my friend here. I mean, most of all, you know, above it all, it's just that day when she said, let's go to another church while we're in the service. I don't think she understood what was happening here, because
it was like the beginning of you.
Yes, that was the beginning of me, literally. Like, just a lot of things that I had to just debunk. Is it debunk? In order for me to, oh man, thank you. I could never be grateful for enough. So, if this episode has resonated with you, please like, share, comment, share your childhood memories and profound memories that you have. And also, if you know that this episode can resonate with somebody else, please share it to them. You don't know what it might do to them. This is the Peppers and Glow podcast. My name is Pamela Nangombe, your host. Until next week Friday, ciao ciao.
It was nice having me on this show. Thank you very much.